Is this the greatest logo theft of all time? Back in 2017, a small business called Pear and its parent company, Super Healthy Kids, decided it was time to trademark their brand logo, a simple green logo depicting a pear. Little did they know that this would lead to a lawsuit with the world's biggest tech brand. Pear is a small business run by a couple called Natalie and Russ Monson, and it functions as a recipe and meal planning app. The logo they attempted to trademark serves as its app icon. In 2020 though, Apple sued Pear for breach of trademark and claimed that their logo, the Pear logo, was too similar to the iconic Apple logo. Now when we look at the Apple logo and Pear logo side by side, you can see how some people might think it's very Apple-esque. However, it's obviously a pear. And Apple's logo is obviously an apple with a bite taken out of it. Fun little fact, the reason why they added a bite, Rob Janoff, who designed the logo, added the bite in there because it looked like a cherry when it was too small. So adding the bite gave scale and dimension to make it look more like an apple. I think the most similar thing is obviously the leaf that is coming off the pear. A logo, whether it's a cherry, an apple, or a pear, when it's scaled down and simplified, will look similar in some ways. So that is where the similarities are. If this is a pear and Apple's logo is an apple, is it truly that similar? Despite the pear being a different fruit to an apple, Apple still believed that the pear would cause problems because, in their own words, people can get confused. And I can see that. In some ways, I can see that. In other ways, I don't know. And I think it's all down literally to that leaf. When the story hit the news, the general consensus was in support of Pear, believing Apple's actions were an act of unnecessary monopolization, especially after the trademark had been approved in countries like the UK and America. Lots of people rallied in support when the company shared an online petition for it to keep its logo and receive a whopping 270,000 virtual signatures. That's a lot. That's like the size of a small city. But despite this support, a verdict was actually reached. A verdict in favor of Apple, and Pear was forced to alter its logo design, which was a relatively small change, but this felt like a huge loss for a small growing business. And I believe that tiny change was actually the leaf that was on top, which in my mind, I think still does a really good job of showing that it's a pear, and it really does separate it from Apple because of that iconic leaf shape that Apple has. However, this isn't the first time a pear logo has looked like the Apple logo, but it is the first time a Pear logo has been sued by Apple. Now this video is sponsored by FreshBooks. Are you constantly chasing late payments, wrestling with clunky spreadsheets and trying to figure out which invoices have been paid? That used to be me. Well, there's a way to simplify your finances faster than you can say past due invoice. That's where FreshBooks comes in. It's an accounting and invoicing software that makes the hard parts of running your own business easy. Whether you're a freelancer or a small business with employees or contractors, FreshBooks gives you all the tools you need to manage your finances in one place. We've been with FreshBooks for so many years and we've been sponsored by them. We truly believe in them. With FreshBooks, you can create and send professional invoices that get you paid faster thanks to the flexible payment options like credit cards and bank transfers. You can pay employees, contractors, and collaborate seamlessly with your team and clients. And most importantly, keep your books all organized from one single intuitive platform. And right now, there's a brand new offer just for my channel subscribers, you. So head over to freshbooks.com/Will Patterson to unlock your exclusive offer now. The link is in the description and the QR code is on the screen. Now, if you ever watched iCarly or Drake and Josh or The Amanda Show, then number one, you're a legend because you're part of the upbringing that I was. But you'll also notice that they use a pear as the logo for their computers. And it obviously looks like a MacBook or a Mac computer. And they also had this sort of pear phone as well, which is even crazier. I've just seen it on Google. That's wild. Imagine if a phone was shaped like that. Nickelodeon shows used a fake brand called Pear. The products were parodies of Apple products. The fact these products can be considered parodies of Apple is why they are protected. Parody law allows for satire and can coexist alongside the real brand. However, had this brand been sold as a competitor, which Pear comes under, then it would be open to a lawsuit for copying brand designs. It can get really confusing, but essentially, because it's taking the mick out of it, it's a parody. They're not actually making designs off these and selling them. Now, the cool thing about Prepare and their Pear logo is that they only had to make one tiny change, and that was on the leaf, which is obviously the most Apple-esque part of the logo. They changed it to a straight edge, and I don't think it takes anything away from the design. In fact, I think it makes it more distinguished and looks less like Apple. I think it's actually a really clever way of changing it. However, despite Prepare having to change its design, it actually wasn't so easy for Apple. Back in 2011, Apple tried to force a small German cafe called Apfelkind to withdraw their trademark of their logo. But in 2013, they lost this dispute, and Apfelkind, which means apple child, got to keep their logo depicting a child within the apple. The Apfelkind logo is really, really nice. It has nothing to do with the actual Apple logo in itself, other than the fact it's a very hand-drawn logo of an apple with a kid inside it. So what can we learn from this? Well, firstly, make sure to check your logos on a website that I love to use called the World Brand Database. That way, you can see whether a logo you've designed is similar to that of a logo that's out there that's already protected through trademarking. Secondly, Apple and other major corporations spend a lot of money protecting their brand marks and intellectual property. So be careful when designing logos. Always do your research. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe down below. What do you think? Do you think Apple were right? Do you think Apple were wrong? Personally, I'm in the boat of I think they made the Prepare logo even better by making that change. It looks a lot more distinguished, but hey, what do I know? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.